In Miami, catching up with Peter King. Peter, from a national perspective, what were your thoughts on the Broncos there toward the end of the season? They finished things up 4-1.
Yeah, I think one of the things that you saw at the end of the season is the effect of what Vic Fangio did all year, which was in essence, this is who we are, this is how we're going to play. Drew Brees has a great statement about what he believes in sort of playing quarterback and also greatness in general. If you're confident in your process, if you're confident in what you're doing, then keep doing it regardless of what the scoreboard says. And Breeze always, I think, has done that. That's when he talks to a high school team, that's what he'll say. He says it to everybody. And I think that when Vic Fangio came in, he said, guys, here's what we're doing. And for a while, it didn't look too good. But when you adjust a team, when you adjust a scheme, when you adjust the offensive and defensive system, it's going to take a while. And that's what he did. And I think now the big thing is, when you change your offensive staff, after 1 year, you've got to get a total buy-in from Drew Lock. You've got to get a guy who, okay, so he takes some time off, but he can't show up on whatever it is, April 20th, and say, okay, guys, let's go. I mean, he's got to show up knowing what Pat Shurmur wants to do and to be confident in what Pat Shurmur is doing. So, and I'm sure he will. He seems like a very earnest, energetic kid. He's a fun kid. I've talked to him a few times. And so, look, they got the defense going in the right direction. I really think they should keep Justin Simmons. Come on, you got to keep Justin Simmons. To me, he's, first of all, he never comes off the field. And to me, if you were to say who's the most underrated player in the NFL, I'd say Justin Simmons. Nobody knows who he is, but every game he makes 3 or 4, potential game-changing plays. But anyway, that's a windy answer to say I think they're going in the right direction. They got to keep Justin Simmons.
Do you think they found their quarterback in Drew Lock?
I think so. It wouldn't shock me if there were some noise, legitimate noise about a veteran, if a veteran could be low cost. Wouldn't shock me. I don't expect it, but there's going to be so many quarterbacks on the market. I mean, what happens if you can get Phillip Rivers for half his market value? And I'm not even suggesting they should do that. I'm just saying that I think just the same way as when they drafted Drew Lock, I can tell you because I was there on day one of the draft. They weren't taking a quarterback, and then overnight and the next day they said, "Well, geez, if Lock's there, why not?" He was definitely a first round grade for us, and if he's there the middle of the second round, why not? And that's what ended up happening. And I think the same thing might be true if, pick a guy, Phillip Rivers, Teddy Bridgewater. I don't even know who it is, but
Tom Brady. No,
Tom Brady, who knows? But if somebody is out there and you say, well, geez, we had no plan to do this, and we certainly didn't enter into the offseason thinking we would do this, but plans change sometimes.
Last one for you here, Peter. I know that you don't like to talk about Hall of Fame chances too much, but what do you think about the momentum behind Steve Atwater?
I mean, I think Steve Atwater is a deserving Hall of Famer. And, I really hope he gets in, whether it's this year or another year. This is a tough year because I think all 4 safeties have an interesting case. And all 4 safeties definitely are going to have some support in that room. It's an interesting year because I get the sense, this is just a sense, I don't talk to other people, but I just what you hear and what people write and say, who are on the committee, you just get this sense that Troy Polamalu probably has the best shot of the 4. But because the Hall of Fame selection committee, and I've been on it for 28 or 29 years, we really have done a poor job historically with the safety position. In a year like this, when there are not really many slam dunks at all, I'd love to see 2 safeties get in because I think certainly all 4 have a great case. And I hope that happens. I have no idea if it will, but I hope it does. But Steve Atwater's a Hall of Famer.
Peter, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.